That's close. And it's low. The authorities obviously do patrols around the area. It's funny, I've spent years chasing bad guys, whether it's narcos, terrorists, and now I'm sat down here with a bunch of narcos hiding behind a bush, hoping I don't get caught by a bunch of Marines. I'm Jason Fox. I spent 10 years in the Special Forces, where I hunted down drug lords in Afghanistan. Yeah, these are good. This is what we used. Now, I'm going to Latin America. Hola. The dark heart of the global drugs trade. Going into the barrio now. One of them's got a shooter. This time, I'll be traveling unarmed. To try to understand them from the inside.
Hay que cosechar coca.
Starting in Mexico, I'll make contact with the feared cartels, more powerful than the state. In Peru, I'll meet the producers at the bottom of the supply chain.
Con eso educamos a nuestros hijos.
And in Colombia, I see how the legacy of Pablo Escobar still runs deep.
Para nosotros no era un patrón, era un dios.
This is a world where violence is a way of life.
Yo he matado a mi propia mano unas 257 personas, así y así.
Pues si ustedes la cagan, hacen una cosa mal, pues sería ya cosa que ustedes la cagan.
And the criminals are the ones in charge. If we were here without your permission, what would you do with us?
Gringo o gabacho.
I'm in Mexico, where the drugs industry is bigger, more organized, and more deadly than anywhere else on the planet. I want to see how the notorious cartels operate from the inside. I've been warned that my every move will be monitored by the narcos from the moment I arrive, and if we get on the wrong side of them, even the police can't save us. But I've found two men with deep contacts in the cartels, prepared to help me.
Hello.
Hey, Yuli, how's it going? Nice
Welcome to Mexico.
Thank you very much.
I'm going to introduce you to my friend. His name is Miguel.
Miguel, hey, Foxy.
Nice meeting you.
Nice to meet
He's,
you.
A lot about you.
Yeah, likewise, thanks.
He's the local journalist that is going to help us in here because he has like a very good connections with the Sinaloa organization.
Thank you.
Welcome to Culiacán.
You better look after me.
Cradle of narco traffic.
Thanks very much. Culiacán is the stronghold of the Sinaloan cartel. From a small group of marijuana traffickers in the 60s, this family-run business has grown to become the single most powerful and dangerous drugs cartel in the world. It's made their hometown one of the richest cities in Mexico. What was it like growing up here? What's it like to live and work around these parts?
And you know what's a funny thing? When you are a little boy, you want to be one of them. Because you see they drive these very nice luxury cars. They hang out with the most beautiful women. They have power, they have money. And you are like, hey, you know what? I want to have that.
The Sinaloan cartel employ more than 100,000 people, and they far outnumber the local police. What can you tell me about Culiacán and the sort of area we're in, how dangerous it is?
It's a very controlled city. And it's as controlled that sometimes you're gonna see, you can stop in any intersection and you're gonna see kids cleaning up your windshield. But they are in fact informers, like lookouts, like, you know, watching who's driving. You know, the way you look, I can tell you are a foreigner. And the first thing in the mind is gonna be, oh, perhaps this is a DEA. And once, if they believe that you are a DEA, we will have a tail the whole time on our backs, the whole time.
He's probably, I mean, he looks harmless enough, but I'm sure that he's probably gonna phone someone up in a minute and tell them that there's a dude with a camera.
Or maybe he's just a clown.
Driving around, the striking thing is how normal it all feels. But this is a state in the grip of the narcos.
¿Nos das una habitación, por favor? Gracias, brother. It's lovely.
Nice.
Even a bit of color.
Yeah, it's cool.
I went to check in, ask for the other one, and I'm going to be next to you.
Nice one. Cheers, Uni.
Take care.
The man who built the Sinaloan cartel is Joaquin Guzman, known as El Chapo. For years, Forbes magazine ranked him more powerful than the president of Mexico. So total was their control here that his family were openly taunting the authorities with displays of wealth and power. El Chapo was finally captured 2 years ago, but his empire continues without him, and today it's said to make about $3 billion every year. My fixers have had a call from one of their contacts high up in the cartel. They are willing to meet me as they fear nothing and no one. We are given instructions to go to a petrol station on the edge of town. Vetted by cartel security, we eventually get the clearance we need to continue on. I want to see how they keep control of their territory, which is under constant threat from rival cartels. Our destination is an area called the Golden Triangle. Our lives are now completely in their hands.
Shall I put it down?
Soon. Very soon.
Worry by the looks of it.
Stay in the car, please.
It's all a little bit edgy at the moment while we do the initial meet, because these guys have never apparently done this before. They've never taken people like us out on patrol, so we're in that moment where we're trying to sort of relationship build. They've turned up on the other side of the river, basically. We're on one side, they're on the other. We're going to start off with a boat journey.
We're here on the Sinaloan countryside, in basically the cartel's backyard. It's their territory, their land, and we're about to meet one of the patrols that keeps it theirs, basically. Anyone that tries to get into their business, get into their territories, and they dish out the good news. Not dissimilar to some of the stuff I've done in the past. You're always meeting people that are not too sure about who you are. Everyone's packing guns, everyone's on edge. So there's always a bit of sketchiness beforehand, and then we go in, smooth it over, have a laugh, and hopefully not piss them off so we don't get shot, buried in the middle of nowhere, never to be seen again.
Finally, someone arrives to take us across.
Mucho gusto. He needs to change his spark plugs. Muchas gracias. Buenas. Foxy, muchas gusto.
Okay, Chacho.
Hey. Hey.
I'm greeted by the local commander. He's in charge of several hundred soldiers in this area.
¿Qué más traen más?
Gracias. Thank you for letting me come along today, see what you get up to.
Poca gente dejamos entrar aquí, pero tratarse de ustedes sí, no hay problema.
So, what happens if, say,
¿Qué pasa?
the army or the Marines or the police come? What do you do? What does protecting the area mean?
Sería una tontería enfrentarnos al ejército o a la marina porque si tumbamos 10 cabrones vienen 1000.
If you do have clashes, who's it normally with?
Es con la gente de afuera, de otros cárteles tal vez. El muy famoso, los Zetas. De un área lejos, ya si un carro extraño entra, ya sabemos, ya viene. Igual si viene el gobierno, desde que sale de la ciudad, aquí ya también sabemos.
So if we were here without your permission and you saw us wandering around, what would you do with us? What would you say to us?
O sea, gringo o gabacho, piensa que es DEA o Interpol. Es la realidad.
Do you enjoy your job?
Me gusta ser cabrón.
How bad a motherfucker are you?
Mejor pregúnteme qué es lo que no he hecho. Lo que no he hecho es matar reporteros ni así como usted. Es lo que no he hecho nada más. Lo demás lo que quiera he hecho. Es que
Yeah.
he entrado. Le puede dar corte ahí porque viene el helicóptero.
The commander slips away to take charge of the situation and leaves us with a few of his men.
It just sounds like they've obviously got informants and guys on the ground all over the place. They've just obviously heard there on the radio that the heli's coming in. I think I could just hear something then, actually. There you go. They obviously do like heli patrols. When they're up there, they sit up there looking for stuff that's of interest. That's f***ing close, and it's low. It's coming down, it'll come down that river. If it does land and it's near us, you put that down, because from a distance, it looks like you've got something on your shoulder, like a gun. There it is. It's there. Right in that dip. See it?
Es que anda muy bajito porque aquí te escuchaba como que por andar por aquel ladito. Es que anda muy bajito.
I mean, that's f***ing close. I mean, I've done heli patrols, and when you're up there, you see everything. You think you can hide, but you can see everything. Your eyes are attracted to movement as well, and they'll be looking for any excuse to have a f***ing scrap, because they do. You always look for an excuse to have a scrap. The dudes have turned back up. All is safe. The Marines have f***ed off. You seem very organised. Can you explain to us what happened then?
Estaba ya reventando algo por allá, yo creo, no sé. Y ahorita están dos aquí a milla y media. Están en la tierra y ahorita que se levanten a ver qué pasa. Ahorita nosotros le nombramos caliente, está caliente porque está el gobierno muy cerquita. realmente. Hubiéramos dejado la entrevista para otro día, pero tocó que tocó venir en el mal momento. Compa Canelo, la carterita que venía, ¿no la copió esa que viene llegando para acá, para rumbo a mi barrio?
Yeah, yeah. It's clear how disciplined and tightly organised these killers are, run like a military unit, and more in control of this area than the actual military. Attempting to keep the public on their side, the cartel try to stop negative press. They kill journalists who cross them.
You see the green balloon? That's where the memorial is.
Reporter Javier Valdez was gunned down in broad daylight as a warning to others.
And actually, he was driving another car, stopped in front of him. Two armed guys got the hands, aimed their guns to him. He just get off the car and they start shooting. He was a very well-known journalist. He was my friend and colleague. And you know, this is another sign that no one is safe in this city. He was shot 12 times. At 12 p.m., he works for Rio 12 newspaper, which the translation would be River number 12. So it was 12 all over.
50 years, 1 month and 1 day.
He was 50 years old. I still I still, up to this point, I still can't believe what happened. It's just crazy.
Sorry, man.
Thank you, Fox. I appreciate that.
I want to understand the mindset of the kind of person who killed Valdez. After our first encounter passed without incident, the cartel agreed to let me meet one of their most ruthless hitmen. We're told to drive to the outskirts of town and wait for further instructions. Finally, we get the call.
Okay, this is him. He sent me a message. I need to listen.
Afirmativo. Mire, no, váyanse a la comercial mexicana.
There's lots of cops or army around, so they are trying to secure the area. We need to turn. Okay, follow this one.
We're directed to a poor suburb on the edge of the city. We're told to stop filming before we're guided to a cartel safe house. The man I'm about to meet is high up on the government's hit list. He goes by the name Guero.
Ya estamos listos. ¿Cómo en cuánto tiempo? 4 minutes. Okay, gracias. Let's get ready for this. And everything's cool?
Yeah, 4 minutes.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. Well, there's people cutting around outside by the sounds of it.
We have mask on.
Hey, how's it going? Foxy.
None of us knew it at the time, but this would be the last interview Guero would ever give.
All good? First of all, thank you for coming to meet me today. I really appreciate it.
No, pues es un honor.
So, do you feel that it was dangerous for you to come and meet us here today?
Así es. Sí lo considero riesgoso.
And obviously, it's a risk to us as well.
Si hacen todo bien, ¿no? La verdad, y no, ahorita yo no los tengo en riesgo, como les digo, yo tengo gente afuera que me va a avisar si viene el gobierno y para eso mismo tengo yo a la gente, para no ponerlos en riesgo a ustedes. Pero pues si ustedes la cagan, hacen una cosa mal, pues ahí sí estarían en riesgo, ahí sería ya cosa que ustedes la caguen.
If you could describe your job, what would you say it is?
Mi trabajo actual, se puede decir que soy sicario y tengo mis laboratorios, pero sí podría tomar el nivel de mi jefe. Para tomar el nivel de la organización, pues ya son palabras mayores, ya debe estar muy arriba. Y ahí ya peligraría mucho. No me gustaría subir tan alto.
Okay, can you describe to me what the lifestyle is like for you in the organization?
A veces buena, a veces mala, y pues todos los días peligroso. ¿Qué le puedo decir? Como en todos los casos, a veces tiene uno dinero, a veces no tiene nada.
But do you enjoy it?
El dinero es lo que más disfruta uno. Y pues, ¿qué le diré? Pues cuando sale uno con mujeres, cuando te compras carro, cuando te compras ropa, cuando compras una casa. Pero todos los días me da miedo.
What are you afraid of?
¿Qué le tengo miedo? Cuando voy a matar a alguien que me estorba, porque pues no sé si voy a regresar. Y pues eso es lo que no disfruto y es lo que me da miedo.
A few weeks later, Guerro's fears would come true when he was shot dead by the army.
En la madrugada se informó que militares abatieron en Culiacán, en Sinaloa, a un hombre llamado Luis Alfonso Murillo. Se le conocía como el Güero Ranas, pero sí era considerado como uno de los principales generadores de violencia en Sinaloa.
Even in death, the narcos' wealth and power is still very much on display. This graveyard outside Culiacán is the last resting place of the drug lords of Sinaloa. We pull in unannounced.
We have tombs. You're going to see tombs here that are worth over $700,000 US. That's a whole lot of money for just a grave, for just a tomb. So why do they have like bulletproof glasses? Why do they have plated bars? Why do you have this marble come from Italy? It's just crazy the way it is. And it's a sign of power. They want to show power.
The castle. It's massive. You've got bars on the windows. That one's got a balcony.
They have so much money, they just don't know where to spend that money. Watch it. Watch it. Stop it. Put it down. Put it down. Let me just go out. Let me just go out and talk to them.
You can't go far around here without being noticed.
Buenas. Somos de televisión.
Sí, ya sé, nos pagas un particular aquí. Yo me quiero mucho, no hay problema.
He just don't want us to keep filming here because they look very aggressive.
The reason the Mexican cartels have become the richest in the world is geography. Mexico is the last stop for almost all the drugs from Latin America. And the United States, the world's largest consumer, is right next door. The big money in the drugs world isn't from producing, but from smuggling. And the Sinaloan cartel single-handedly smuggle half of all the heroin and cocaine consumed in the US. They've agreed to reveal one of their simplest methods of trafficking, and one of the hardest to stop. We've been directed to a garage on the edge of town.
Buenas noches. Foxy. Felipe. Very nice to meet you. Okay, what sort of stuff are we looking at? What are you going to pack tonight?
Son los bultos que vienen.
Okay, so what's this we've got here?
Salen $49,000 la chiva y el perco $23,000.
Can I have a look? That's quite a bit of gear there, to be honest. It'd be interesting to see where they're going to pack it.
Se preparó aquí para bajarlas, para empezar a meterlas. Se quitó las vistas para meter los bultos, los paquetes.
Felipe, whereabouts did you learn these skills?
Conforme la práctica, pues estaba aprendiendo.
Yeah, looks like a pretty good job. But yeah, looks really good. He's squared it right away. Wouldn't know it had been touched. So that's $49,000 in heroin, $23,000 in cocaine, all packed in 10 minutes. Muchas gracias.
This car will now be driven 600 miles north to the border with the US. Drugs triple in price as soon as they cross it. At this checkpoint alone, 10,000 vehicles pass through each day. An impossible number to search properly.
I bet right now someone here is loaded with drugs. There's about a good 100 cars here. Chances are they'll probably get it through. I mean, how thoroughly can you check? What, nearly 150 cars?
Hello.
All right.
There you go.
That's it. We're through. We are in America. Easy.
Control of the trafficking routes is the foundation of the cartel business. But to achieve it has required industrializing, violence, and murder. I'm on my way to a Texan prison to learn how the cartels force their members to become ruthless killers. I'm meeting a former hitman who has confessed to over 30 murders. Now serving a 70-year sentence, he's agreed to talk about the secretive training camps where he learnt to kill.
Hey, how's it going?
Doing all right, sir.
You all right?
Yes, sir.
Jason.
He was just a child when he became involved in the cartel.
So during the time that you were doing the job you were doing, did your family know what was going on? Did they know what you were involved with?
I mean, I'm pretty sure they were suspicious of what was going on because, I mean, you got a 13, 14-year-old riding around in a $100,000 car. You see him all the time with money, the latest fashion. You know something's going on.
The first time I killed someone was I was 26, 27. Sounds about right, yeah, 26, 27. And that was in a gunfight. That was in the middle of a gunfight, and I remember it very well, obviously. When was the first time for you, and how did it happen?
I was going on 13 years old the first time I took a life. It's just one day, I mean, got invited to Mexico. I didn't know what was going on at first. And I see about 6 people kneeling down. Then the individual, the person in charge, they start laughing, and I think they saw that scared, panicked look in my face and asked me if I had ever killed somebody. And I said I had, knowing that I had never took nobody's life, so he pulled out a handgun, told me to kill that person, the one kneeling in front of him. And I just shot him. And he said he was putting me on his payroll. He said, don't worry about it. Go back to school, to wherever you're doing, and I'm gonna call you when I need you. 2 weeks later, he called me back to Mexico.
But I had been built up and trained and ready to probably see some shit things. For you, it was like that.
You guys train. Show you how to shoot, how to do everything.
Yeah.
Well, the training I received, it's almost all the same, but you don't practice with paper targets. It's a constant war zone. You practice with live targets. I mean, I know it sounds harsh saying it this way, but it's just the way it is. The people we were using as targets were rival cartel members. There used to be 50, 60, sometimes over 100 people, just like cattle for the slaughterhouse. And there was scenarios that there's a house, they throw them in there. They tell them, look, man, if you can make it out of here alive, we'll give you your freedom. So these people, they're fighting for their lives. They throw you in there. Sometimes to them it's more, you'll give a knife to a person in a situation like that, and you'll be surprised at what a person can do with it. And you go in there and try to take him out, and he's gonna try to take you out. Only one person's coming out of there alive.
Did you have to torture people in those training camps or actually out on the ground?
I didn't, honestly, I didn't like that job, especially when it gets so bloody. But I've done it before. Yes, I have. I mean, I've done the simple stuff that everybody starts doing, pulling teeth out, cutting fingers up slowly, or start cooking them alive. You know, it's just little stuff that they'll get them to talk in a certain way. I mean, not.
Do you think you embraced it? Do you think you enjoyed what you did?
I didn't enjoy it. But I tried to be the best at what I was doing. If I knew that I was gonna survive in this life, this lifestyle, this world, I had to be the best.
The cartels still continue to produce a steady stream of killers from their horrific training camps, which is why drugs violence in Mexico has claimed more than 200,000 lives, more even than the war in Afghanistan. I'm heading back across the border to a city overrun by killers like Wolfboy. Right now, it has the second highest murder rate on Earth. Acapulco. In its 60s heyday, it was the go-to place for Hollywood stars. And until recently, hundreds of thousands of tourists flocked here from around the world. But today, its hotels are largely empty. Unlike Culiacán, where a single cartel is in charge, here more than 20 cartels are battling for control. The police have been forced to travel in huge numbers on operations. Right now, we're following a tip-off about a cartel safe house.
We've got quite a big force here. I mean, there's four pickups. We're one of them. There's 20 outriders, and then you've got an army backup a bit further back that are sort of a little bit more. They're like the heavy protection if it does massively kick off, apparently. The toll booths for the tunnel, and each copper's got to individually pay to get through. I thought they might have a bit of bit of autonomy. They've got some guys that have just jumped off. They've debussed. I mean, you'd be foolish to take on this many guys, to be fair. They've just done a room entry, so there's like I can't even see how many people there were. It was like six to eight guys. So they've gone in now. They went in stacked up with their hands on each other's shoulders, so they can basically communicate to each other without talking, just by touching each other.
It turns out the occupants have already fled. With cartel lookouts across the city, it's hard to take the Narcos by surprise.
What's this mean?
It's the Holy Dead. It's a saint that many criminals use to pray.
For all their show of force, the police are outnumbered and outgunned by the Narcos. And one man who knows this only too well is Hector Ramirez, a crime scene investigator.
Hola, Foxy. Bienvenido.
Hi, how's it going? You all right?
Aquí son las oficinas de la Fiscalía, nuestras oficinas de periciales y CEMEFO. Pues, bienvenido.
Yeah, let's go.
Del 2006, cuando había un muerto en Acapulco por arma de fuego, wow, era la novedad. De ahí evoluciona y después de hacer los pedacitos, abren del esternón este hueso, sacan todos los órganos y vísceras y forman letras.
How often are the killers caught?
No tan seguidos que pues están matando entre ellos mismos. Supongamos, yo hace un año maté a 5 o a 20, en este año ya me mataron. Y todos esos homicidios pues quedan impunes porque ya no saben quién los cometió.
Busy?
Sí.
You could almost never go home.
No. Debo 6 meses que no voy a ver a mi mamá.
Bloody hell. Do you enjoy your job?
Sí, amo mi trabajo. Let's go.
Hector has just got a call about another cartel murder. The body's been left in a public place as a gruesome warning.
What information have you got about this body?
Aquí sí reportan, dando datos un poquito más específicos, que hay un cuerpo que está desmembrado y está tirado en la calle. El lugar es ahí enfrente.
It's here.
Ulises. ¿Ustedes desde la?
He's had his head and his arm, both arms cut off. But there's a bag of something, and then there's a torso with a bag wrapped around its waist, so you can just see where his arms and his head have been chopped off. This has actually been done by people that mean some serious business. It's pretty gruesome.
Suddenly, a policeman shouts we're coming under attack.
Hang on. Mate, I wouldn't get behind that. Get down around here. If you're going to get down anyway, get down here.
Go, go.
Oh wait, if anything comes from up there, this curb here, because there's a wall there, all right? Is it a car accident?
It's a car accident.
Yeah.
That's all right. Yeah, but see how everyone gets f***ing high.
I know, yeah. That's something in itself. A car accident and all the cops go mad because there's already been a murder, which means it obviously goes off a lot around these sort of things. It could also be a come-on. These can be come-ons. We have things called come-ons where there is a car accident or there's something that arouses suspicion, it draws people in, and then just on the peripheries where no one's actually looking, something else can happen. Someone ambushes you, someone kills someone else, so they get what they want. But basically, the best bit of cover was probably right near the body if rounds were coming from over there.
Horrors like this are now a daily event here, and life quickly gets back to normal. Hector had just 30 minutes to investigate the crime scene before the area was reopened to the public.
Can you tell me a bit about what actually happened there, how it all came about, and the cause of death?
Hasta ahorita los elementos que te puedo decir, solamente que es un cuerpo completo, que está seccionado, desmembrado de la extremidad cefálica, de los miembros superiores y miembros inferiores. Nada más, ahorita voy a llegar a CEMEFO y voy a revisar los cortes para establecer por qué tipo de objeto fue producido.
Did you see any gunshot wounds?
No, vi más que nada cortadas, pero no te puedo precisar ahorita si son cortantes o cortocontusas. Por eso las voy a revisar ahorita en CEMEFO, ya que lave el cuerpo con el agua, los detalles de cada cortada.
I mean, that was quite a gruesome scene to have dumped in the middle of a city. Actually, it's not, it's not every day back where I come from that happens.
I thought I'd seen it all in my time in the Special Forces, but this rivals anything I've encountered on the battlefield.
This violent, it's like uber extreme violence. The thought behind it is more gruesome than war, because obviously, there's body parts, people getting blown apart at war. Here, it doesn't need to happen, but it happens because people have set out with that mindset to do that to an individual to make a statement. So it's almost a lot darker, it's way darker. People talk about hope and how we can stop the violence, but they've got hundreds of Marines, hundreds of Army, hundreds of Federal Police, hundreds of municipal police. And they're a long way off from squaring this shit away.
And from what I've seen, Mexico won't be winning the war on drugs anytime soon.